We are 3 days into our trip to Japan, and today we are hopping a train to Osaka to explore the western portion of the main Japanese island of Honshu. When we got to Osaka Station, we were able to walk from the station to our hotel completely underground through a massive underground mall. And we only got lost once or twice on the way. After dropping our bags at the hotel, we decided to go check out the Umeda Sky Building. This futuristic building has a suspended escalator that leads to a viewing platform up on the 42nd floor. The views from the top were impressive, but really my highlight was the floating escalator. In the basement of the building, they have a great food area with some delicious and well-known restaurants. We decided to try the Osaka specialty Okimiyaki, where a savory omelet-like batter is cooked on the table in front of you with meat and veggies and noodles all mixed into one. What a delicious intro to Osaka. And from there, we went back to the hotel and called it a night. On Thursday morning, the forecast called for rain. We had planned to go down to Hiroshima, but we decided to call an audible and head to Nara. So we grabbed some pastries and caught a train out to Nara, about 30 minutes east and over the mountain from Osaka. Nara was the first capital of Japan, and now it's known for Nara Park, a massive park with thousands of relatively tame deer roaming around, bowing their heads and requesting rice crackers from tourists. The deer were regarded as the messengers of the gods and have been allowed to multiply and cover the park. We headed to the Todai-ji temple first. The massive temple building, the largest wooden building in the world, was first completed in 752, although the current iteration only dates from the late 15th century. While the massive bronze Buddha was impressive, my favorite part of the temple was the little hole bored in one of the pillars behind the Buddha. The local belief is that if you can squeeze through the hole, you will someday attain nirvana.
So I got that going, which is nice.
From Todai-ji, we walked deeper into Nara Park to Kasuga Taisha. The walk through the woods was incredibly scenic, with deer and stone lanterns lining the way. It would be amazing to see the shrine on the festival night when they light all these lanterns. After all that exploring, we were ready for some noodles. So we headed back towards the station and ate at a lovely udon restaurant right on the water near the station. Then we hopped on the train back to Osaka for the evening. Just as we got back to town, the rain started to fall, but we didn't let that stop us from exploring the Dotonbori district. We had some sushi at a spot where conveyor belt sushi was allegedly invented. Then we hopped on a boat ride to see the area from the water. The neon lights of Osaka didn't disappoint. We wanted to ride the oval Ferris wheel, but unfortunately it was closed for the night. We took a wet boat ride through the canal instead, and then found some room for takoyaki, the Osaka specialty octopus dough balls, before catching the subway back to our hotel and calling it a day. On Friday morning, we woke up early-ish to catch the Shinkansen bullet train west from Osaka to the town of Hiroshima. Flying past the countryside on the bullet train at nearly 200 miles per hour is a fun way to travel. But once we arrived at Hiroshima Station, we caught a local train over to Miyajima Station to catch a ferry to Miyajima Island to eat some oysters and to see the famous floating torii gate. We were shocked at how crowded the island was. While the gate was interesting, I don't know if it was the cherry blossoms or this busy time of year, the island was the most over-touristed spot I think we've been to in all of Japan so far. After a delicious lunch of oysters, we caught our ferry back downtown to the Peace Park in Hiroshima. The Peace Park was created from the ruins of the atomic bomb that was dropped in August 1945 and is dedicated to preventing future Hiroshimas. The museum in the park was truly moving. and showed just how devastating the bomb was on the local population. From the museum, we completed a circuit of the Peace Park and rang the peace bell, and then finished our walk near the Atomic Bomb Dome, a building that improbably survived the blast despite being almost right on ground zero. From Peace Park, it was an easy streetcar ride back to Hiroshima Station, and then we caught our Shinkansen back to Osaka. And that's it for this section of the trip. While we really didn't do any Osaka-specific tours, we really did enjoy this city and would definitely spend more time here. Nara was well worth a day trip. And while the Peace Park was definitely worth seeing and the museum was incredibly moving, we probably could have skipped Miyajima Island. Next up, we'll catch a Shinkansen to Yokohama this morning to continue the rest of our trip.